Yo! What's up, everybody? It's Superfly Fat Guy 859 coming at you again. And as the title suggests, this is a story time video. Admittedly, I stole this idea of story time from Cutlery Lover a long time ago. I was like, man, I got stories I can tell, and I love his stories, so maybe I'll do a couple on my channel. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there, and he calls his story time too. So anyway, this is about the time that a snake. Now, granted, I am scared to death of snakes. Avoid them at all costs. I don't go to the zoo because they're snakes. There's a certain part of this flea market that I used to go to all the time that I avoided like the plague because I know these people sold snakes. Listen, I am deathly afraid of snakes. Like, heart attack inducing scared of snakes, okay? With that being said, this happened back when I lived with my dad, and the only shower in the house was in the basement. Now, the basement it's not finished or anything. It's basically just like a concrete floor, and then, well, my dad's house is well over 100 years old, okay? So you got to take that into account. The walls are like big stones that were put together, but I don't think they have like, I don't think back then they had like masonry, like cement and stuff. So I don't think that there's any of that in there. I think it's just a stone foundation. Anyway, it's dirty. It's a dirty basement, but the only place that there is a shower is in the basement, and there's literally a pipe like a pipe sticking out of the ceiling with a shower head on it. So, and I mean, it's in the middle there, it's just one big open area. So I'm trying to, build the scene for you here. And then the drain that would be in the basement for anything, that's the drain that all the water from your shower goes down in. The drain that, like, I don't know, if your house flooded or something, that's the drain that it would go down, or, anyway. And it connects to the sewers and everything, and it's a good-sized drain hole, and then it's got this grate that's over top of it, and the grate has, like, a bunch of little holes in it, okay? So, now the grate weighs, like, it's like cast iron. It weighs, like 5 pounds, probably, by itself, okay? So, anyway, so I'm down there taking a shower, okay? And I get done with the shower, and now I don't know, okay, let's not go there yet. Obviously, wearing glasses, without my glasses, I am, like, stupid blind. I mean, you could hold a book, a foot in front of my face, and I probably wouldn't be able to read a word of it. I'm blind as hell, okay? With that being said, obviously I don't shower with my glasses on, or I don't know if people do that, but I don't. So I don't know how long this thing was down there, okay? But anyway, I get done with the shower and walk around, and all the nozzles and stuff are on the roof. I looked up like I'm in the basement now. Duh. The nozzles and everything were all on the ceiling. And so I go around and I turn them all, I turn the water off. I put my glasses on, dry off a little bit before I go upstairs and get dressed and everything. But so I put my glasses on and I go around, and for some reason, as I'm walking past the drain to go upstairs, I notice something move. Okay, and I'm like, that's strange. So I get a little closer, and I'm like, man, what the hell? And never in I live in the middle of the city, okay? Never in my mind did I think, dipshit, that's a snake or anything, an animal of any kind. Because I'm like, that's a drain that goes to the sewer that can't possibly be, whatever. We got mice in Newport. I don't think I ever saw a rat the entire time I was there. So I knew some rats. But anyway, so I'm like, what the hell could this be? So I get a little bit closer, and I can't really see it. I look straight down. Now, in the basement, there's only one light, okay? So the lighting's not very good in the basement. I can't really see, so I kind of squat down and look. I get so close, and then all of a sudden, I see the thing's tongue come out and wiggle. And I'm like, holy shit, there's only one thing that I know that has a tongue like that. I scream like a schoolgirl, right? I run upstairs. I'm like, Dad, there's a snake in the basement. Scared to death. My adrenaline's pumping. I'm scared. I just start punching the wall because, like, that's all, like I had to release this, like, oh, kind of feeling that I had. I was, like, I'm getting anxious just thinking about it, dude. And anyway, it was just big enough that it couldn't fit through the little holes, but it wasn't big enough that it could move the grate itself, okay? So it's like, it's down in there, and Dad comes down, he's like, what is wrong with you? Like, he can't understand what I'm saying, because I'm stuttering, and I'm yelling, and I'm just scared all at the same time, and I'm standing there butt-ass naked, and Dad's like, what the hell is wrong with you, right? And I'm just like, there's a fucking snake in the basement, and I'll punch the wall, because like I said, I just had this pent up adrenaline or something, I don't know, and he walks down, he's like, a snake in the drain, what the hell is he talking about? So he goes down the basement, he looks in the drain. Well, Dad's not scared of anything. He sees a snake, he starts dying laughing, because now he knows what the hell scared the shit out of him. And he grabs a bottle of bleach and he pours bleach down the drain, and he's like, alright, well, your problem's gone now. So I'm like, oh my God, dude, I cannot believe I live in a place where snakes can just get me like this. I cannot live my life like this anymore. And, so, you know, I'm, oh my God, I've got this on my mind all day, right? So then night comes. Now I'm sick at the time. I only remember that because I remember this next part of the story, and, so I'm sitting there and I'm sick and everything, and I think I took a hot shower to break up because I had a sinus. I get sinus headaches and colds and stuff real bad. And I remember being sick because I called my buddy Corey, and I couldn't I was real raspy talking on the phone. I don't know why I remember that, but I do. But anyway, so night comes and I'm sitting in the front room. I'm on the computer, and I hear girls. Because I always keep my front door open where I used to live, and to let the air and stuff, because we didn't have central air or anything like that, and the room that I stayed in, there wasn't a usable window that I could put a window unit in, so you just had to deal with the heat. Anyway, so the front door was always open, and I remember sitting there and I hear these girls coming up the street, right? And you can hear, and people were loud all the time in Newport. Walking up and down the street, there's fights and shit. People yell at each other. It's nothing new. So I'm just sitting there whatever. Well, I hear these girls scream, and it's the scream of something terrifying them, okay? Instantly, I knew what it was. I was like, oh my God, this snake knows that I sent my dad after him, and he's coming back to revenge me. He's coming back to get revenge on me, and he's going to fuck me up, right? That's what I'm thinking in my head, that this snake is now on a mission to wreck me because my dad poured Clorox bleach on him, right? Scared to death. I go outside on the porch, and son of a bitch, here is that thing out on the sidewalk, right? I don't know if it's dead or alive. I'm standing there staring at it for 5 minutes. Finally, I'm like, I can't move this thing. I'm scared to death. I'm not even going near this thing. I don't care if it's alive, dead, whatever. I stood there and looked at this thing for 5 minutes. Finally, I was like, Corey. I got to call Corey. I don't know if he's scared of snakes or not. So I called Corey. Corey comes down, all the way down from his house. Comes down just to laugh at me, and then he gets on the computer. He don't even fix the problem. I'm like, bro, get the snake, man. Get it for me, will you? Man, he was useless as tits on a boar hog, dude. He just come down to laugh at me. That's all he did. Finally, I'm standing there looking at this snake, scared to death. I'm like, bro, even if it's dead, I don't want a dead snake in front of my house, dog. That scares me to death. Even dead, I'm scared. Scared to death. So this kid that I know walks across the street. I'm like, hey, man, are you scared of snakes? He was like, no, man, I love them. I was like, well, can you come dispose of this one for me? Walks across the street, man, he don't even know if it's dead or alive. He don't know if it's poisonous, nothing. He don't care. He just goes and picks it up. I'm like, what is wrong? What? You have got to be nuts. So he just carries it down to the corner of the street and drops it down in the sewer. I'm like, oh my God, that's where my problem started in the first place. It's coming back. So I know it's an abrupt ending, but that's pretty much the end of the story because he disposed of it. I was scared for the rest of the night and probably the next couple of days. I don't really remember. And then I just kind of got over it. But now I have this fear, and this is probably way too much information for YouTube, but I'll be sitting on the toilet in the bathroom and I'll have to move the shower curtain to look in the drain to make sure there ain't no snake in it, man. And I've got this irrational fear that a snake is going to come through that drain and get me in every shower that I take. So, there we go. There's my story time. Get your laughs in. Jeff XL something, man, I forget your name, but you got a damn snake as your little thing, your little avatar, and I hate it. And I don't like you because my bill is bent, so get over it. And, yeah. I'm scared to death of snakes. What can I say? Everybody, take her easy.